So following this will help you open up your body in every way. It'll help hydrate your muscles, and at the same time, you do want to drink water. So what you want to do is take 2 minutes, so set an alarm, use your timer to work on each body part, right? So we can start with this lacrosse ball. Grab yourself one off Amazon. And you can start by going slow and deep along the bottom of the foot. And what we're going to do is we're going to work our way from the bottom all the way up to our heads. Right? So you can do one foot for 2 minutes as you go, and then you can open and close the toes and find those trigger points that are really troubling you. And then after 2 minutes, we'll go on to the other side. Working our way up the body, we'll come here, sit down on the floor, and we'll use this Theracane now to get into your tibia. So we'll come here, and again, we'll spend 2 minutes on this side and 2 minutes on the other side. Tibia and the calf, where you'll just use this Theracane to move it back and forth to help release things, right? We're moving up the body, which all movement starts from the feet, and we're allowing ourselves to open things up so that our muscles can glide better together, and so we can move better. So if you find something like I found something here, you want to take it and spend some time on it and really dig deep. So the next muscles we want to work on will be our hamstrings. So you'll need a bench or something for you to sit on. Again, take your lacrosse ball and you put it underneath this hamstring. You can work on digging into that hamstring and finding any troublesome spots. Something you can do is swipe that thing from left to right like a windshield wiper. Alright, I felt some good stuff underneath there. I need to get in there again. After your hamstrings, we're going to move up to like our lateral obliques. So we'll come lay down on our side. And you'll place it between the hip bone and the bottom rib. And what you'll want to do is really just lay here for about 2 minutes on that lacrosse ball and see if you can find any troublesome areas. And from here, it'll allow you to, this is really worthwhile to open up. It'll unlock so much, right? Especially in the lumbar. After we've used the lacrosse ball for that, we'll work into our iliac crest. Now with these next two moves, you definitely want to be careful, right? We're going to be, it's quite a sensitive area where you'll take your Theracane again, and you'll use your handle, and what you want to do is you want to focus on getting underneath this hip bone, working this iliac crest, and getting into that psoas to release those hips. So you want to breathe, you want to move around, and again, each one you're spending 2 minutes on. So what you'll do to one side, you'll do to the other side, and you'll make sure to get in there. This is going to help open up those hips and release the lower back. Next, we're going to move up underneath the ribs, right, getting into your abs. So again, moving cautiously, you'll take the Theracane and we'll dig underneath there. And just like with the iliac crest, you want to use it like a 45-degree angle. I found this to be the magic number with all things training related in the human body. So you dig underneath there, again, spend 2 minutes on each one. Next, you can either use the lacrosse ball or the Theracane. You want to get over here to that subscapularis, come back to laying on your side. You're here, you try to find a sweet spot. Anything that feels like it hurts, this is going to help open up that T-spine a bit more and that shoulder. There's definitely something right there for me. And you'll spend 2 minutes here next with either a lacrosse ball, or you can get in there using the Theracane if you were, say, maybe tilted on the side, but I find it a little troubling to use the Theracane, so I personally prefer the lacrosse ball. After that, we can come into this pec area, finding which position of the theracane works best for you, where you'll release your pec minor, which for a lot of people actually, have this internal rotation here where this pec minor is shortened. So you want to focus on releasing that pec. It's actually a lot better to sit somewhere and just drive this cane into that pec and feeling around and seeing how you get open. Again, spending about 2 minutes on it. Lastly, we're going to move up to the back of our head, our occipital lobe. And it's these two parts right here that come down. And you'll want to make sure to hit both sides. And so we'll do one side at a time, just like we did every other part of the body. Hitting, you can lay down on it over here. And with your lacrosse ball, you find the sweet spots to help open up your neck. Your neck mobility is something that we definitely forget about, but it's very important because it's all connected. So releasing that occipital lobe is very important. And what you do to one side, you definitely want to do to the other side. All right, guys? Well, have fun with that and move better, feel better.